If you're serious about football betting, you are in the right place. Today we've lined up 5 World Cup qualification picks at what we deem to be outstanding value. Don't expect emotional biases, just value based on the data at hand. I'm Tony from Betting-Analyst, a full-time professional gambler. Let's crack on. Let's do these in game order. So we're going to start off with England against the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is taking place early on Wednesday. Now England, they took 7 points from the group stage, beat Croatia. They drew then with Ghana and then beat Panama in the last game 2-0. As far as the opening game went against Croatia, looked fantastic. Really gave us a little bit of hope that they could be the team to follow. But in the second round, they could only draw that 0-0 with Ghana, which was a little bit disappointing. Failed to find any real significant gaps. Okay, Harry Kane missed the City late on in the game, but all in all, it was a fair result of 0-0. And then they went on to beat Panama in that final game 2-0. First off, it was still a 0-0. Went into the break there. Came out a little bit better with Jude Bellingham really taking control of the game and setting up Harry Kane to score as well. So they got the 2 goals. They seem to be the 2 key players of England at the moment. Defence looking a little bit wobbly. I haven't really found our wingers, even though Marcus Rashford is starting to find his feet a little bit. You know, it's a question whether Thomas Tuchel's going to keep him in that position. We do get Declan Rice back for this game, so that should be a positive. But all in all, what we've seen of England, they've got to start improving. They've really got to start doing something down those wings. It's going to be questionable who they're going to put there, and we really don't know what's going to happen. But we do know that the competition starts now, and we do know that the teams that go on to win World Cups, actually, they grow into it. Now, we do fancy them to beat the Congo. We're not going to be betting that way, though, because the Congo, fair play to them, they're a tough team, they get battle-hardened, they give it their best shot. They drew 1-1 with Portugal in that opening game, rode the luck a little bit, but also had their chances on the break and played a clever game. Then they lost to Colombia, only 1-0, but if we're being realistic, the scoreline was more than justified. Colombia were the better team. And then, of course, they won that final match against Uzbekistan 3-1. Now, they've got a few Premier League players there. They've got Noah Siddiqui from Sunderland. They've got Johan Visa from Newcastle. And, of course, they've got Wan-Bissaka from West Ham. These are all very capable players, and they play in the Premier League, so they will know what to expect. We just see the value in this game as being over 2.5 goals. We know these qualifications can be cagey affairs, but all in all, you know, these are 2 teams that are going to be going for it. Quite surprised to be able to find odds of 202. So let's move on to our second game, and that's between Belgium and Senegal. Now, anybody that's been watching our YouTube picks knows what we think of Belgium. They're badly overrated. Okay, they did take 5 points, finished top of their group, but let's be honest, right? They drew 2 of those matches against Egypt and Iran, and they then went on to beat New Zealand 5-1, the whipping boys. You'd have expected that, but the 2 draws, very concerning. You know, if you just start looking at the age of these players, you've got De Bruyne, who's 35, you've got Courtois in goal, 34, you've got Lukaku, who's 33, and of course, you've got Trossard, who's 31. If they couldn't win it during their golden generation, why should they be doing well now? We thought they had a relatively soft group, and that's why they're going into the next round as the group winners. But of course, they're going to be playing Senegal, who are probably the best team in Africa. While results of this World Cup wouldn't necessarily support that theory, you know, the 3-2 against Norway, that could have gone both ways. Now, Senegal reached this stage by finishing just 3rd with 3 points. They claimed just 1 win, but fortunately for them, it was a 5-0 over Iraq. So that put the goal difference in their favour. What we do know with Senegal is that they can grow into this tournament. They've got some really interesting players with Sarr and Guy in particular. And as you saw against Iraq, when they're given the chances, they can score goals. In fact, they also scored those 2, didn't they, against Norway and another one against France. So all in all, 8 goals to date. That proves what they can do if they get the chance. They've got to defend a little bit better, but other than that, they've definitely got a big chance of beating an aging Belgium. So we're going to be taking in the draw no bet market Senegal at 2.56. We see that as a fantastic value bet, and we're going to be going with another value bet on the match between USA and Bosnia. Now, I got caught out pretty badly in the last video for saying that USA probably peaked on the opening day. If you look at their match against Australia, they won it 2-0, but we thought they were very fortunate that day. You know, they benefited from an own goal, and of course then there was that scrambled goal. Australia could have had a penalty at the other end, missed a few chances, and all in all, you know, just the USA didn't impress. Of course, we can forget that final game when they lost to Turkey 3-2 because they did make many changes. Totally agree. Pochettino did the right thing. He saved his best players for the up and coming knockout stages. As far as Bosnia go, they finished third in their group to Switzerland and Canada. They actually drew the opener against Canada 1-1, played really well for the first 70 minutes, probably could have took the lead into that stage, but it was a 1-1 draw, and all in all it was a fair result. The 4-1 against Switzerland, definitely a skewered scoreline. We're not going to get too focused on that particular game because then they came out and beat Qatar. We should also mention that Bosnia qualified past Italy to reach the World Cup. You know, even though it's a team in transformation, Sergei Barbares is doing a pretty good job. We can see them being quite resistant in this game, and that's why we want to bet them with half a goal head start in the 90-minute market, and we're going to be betting them at odds of 3.43. Want the absolute best UK bookmaker deals? If the answer is yes, you need to get over to bookiebonuses.com right now. They track a massive list of 234 UK betting sites delivering real-time, up-to-date bonus offers so you can maximize your value. Plus, they've just dropped a game-changing new feature, the Boost Finder. Just filter your sport, hit the Super Boost button, and unlock the sharpest lines on the market instantly. One click takes you directly to the bookmaker, fully loaded and ready to lock in your edge. Go check it out for yourself. I'm leaving the direct link in the pinned comment below. Let's move on to Australia against Egypt. Both of these teams finished second during the group phase. As far as Australia goes, they beat Turkey 2-0 in the opener. If you can think back to that game, the Socceroos got two lovely counter punches, two great goals, and Turkey were left shocked. In the next game, they unfortunately lost 2-0 to the USA. An own goal early on, a silly own goal at that, put them on the back foot, and then another goal which was literally scrambled and could have been easily kept out on another day went against them. Now, for being analytical, they were a bit unfortunate in that game, but that's the way things go. In the final game, they played out that 0-0 against Paraguay. That would have been expected. Both teams sort of shaking hands and you know, making sure that they advanced into the next round. Australia have got plenty of young players coming through, such as Jordan Boz, and you can be sure they're going to be giving it all right until the very end. As far as Egypt go, they played out 2 draws and 1-1. They beat New Zealand 3-1. Draws was against Belgium, where we thought they put up a pretty good performance. It was a 50-50 game. They defended really well that day, kept the 1-1 until the final whistle. Now, against Iran had a goal ruled out and also missed a penalty, so you know, they did ride their luck in that game. Now, they've got some talented players in the squad. Obviously, we don't know if Mo Salah's going to be back for this game. It looks like he's probably going to be fit in time. Now, it's going to be a contrast of styles here. We know what Australia are going to do. They're going to try to do exactly the same as they did against Turkey, which would be a clever way to approach this, but we do think that Egypt will find the gaps. All the same, the draw no bet is probably the cleverest one in this game, so we're going to take Egypt with the draw no bet after 90 minutes, odds of 1.73. And our final pick is going to be on the match between Switzerland and Algeria. Switzerland finished top of their group. They drew the opener against Qatar 1-1. That was a bit of a shock, didn't really get going. Had the chances, should have really won that game, but then they came out and won that match against Bosnia 4-1. Probably an exaggerated scoreline, but all the same, they were the better team, deserved the 3 points, and then of course they beat Canada. From what we've seen, Yakin's men are starting to improve as the tournament goes along. You've got Embolo and Manzambi in attack. They're really good at disrupting the defences of opposing teams. We do like that pairing. Then in midfield, you've got Xhaka and Freuler. These are the engine of the team. They're the players that keep it moving, doing a fantastic job anyway. And let's not forget, Switzerland have also got Dortmund goalkeeper Gregor Kobel Senegal in goal, and he's been seen to pretty good effect. He's a really strong goalkeeper and shouldn't be underrated. Now, the North Africans, they finished third in their groups. They lost the opener 3-0 to Argentina. A bit unfortunate that day. Argentina could have easily had a red card. Then, of course, came the 2-1 win against Jordan. And then in that final game, when both teams needed a draw, somehow they drew a 3-3 with Austria. Now, whichever way you look at that game, it did come across as a bit of an handshake one. So, you know, judging it at face value would be wrong. Now, we do have to say, though, that Algeria have got one advantage here. That is Vladimir Petkovic. He was actually the coach of Switzerland from 2014 to 2021. So 7 years the Swiss national coach. So he knows what he's up against. But we do have to say, from what we've seen of Algeria, they do have certain limitations. Now, while Algeria will be giving it their best, we can't see them holding off a team like Switzerland. So to cut a long story short, we're going to just be betting Switzerland. Odds of 2.12 to win this game in outright within 90 minutes. We think they're the stronger team. They're going to push on and get the vital win. So that's a wrap. We do hope you get something out of this video. We've been doing pretty well at these tournaments so far, but also we just want to mention that this channel is first and foremost about betting education. So, you know, use it appropriately. Go and check out our other videos. Start learning betting for yourself. You also want to sign up to our newsletter, which is going to help you in that education process. Don't forget to check out the bookiesbonuses website.com if you really want to find the best value and keep ahead of the game. We'll see you in the next one soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.